Hello my fellow riders, and this is Chris at Riding Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about how to ride a beginner's motorcycle on the road. So hello and welcome to the third and final part of this series. The first one showed you around the motorbike controls. The second episode showed you clutch control, and this episode is going to show you how to ride on the road. So you'll notice up in the left hand corner there is a clutch pressure indicator. Now 100% means the clutch is pulled all the way in, and 0% means the clutch is all the way out. Also you'll notice on the right hand side that there is a gear indicator, and this indicates what gear the bike is in. So as you can see, when you need to change gear you need to pull the clutch lever into 100%, and when you want to slip the clutch you have to let it out to about 50%. This is slightly different on different bikes, and you can set it up to your personal preference a little bit. There is some clips in the previous videos on how you can adjust the clutch for yourself. Now when riding on this sort of road in these weather conditions, you've got to be careful because obviously it is a little bit slippy. Another thing you've got to look out for is patches of diesel and oil, because in the wet conditions if you hit it at the wrong angle you potentially can come off of your bike. To be fair, most people that ride a commuter motorbike will come off. Not many of them have that bad of an injury, but 60% on average fall off of their commuter bike. I just think this is something that you'll have to come to grips with. Majority of riders will say you're not a rider unless you've actually fallen off your bike. So with the small capacity bikes, as you can see, it's going up a hill and it had to be dropped down to third gear. This is because the torque created from the engine isn't enough to sustain you in fourth gear going up that incline. As the bikes get older they will be better able to go up at a faster speed, but because both of these bikes in this video are brand new, you have some issues with the engines being really tight. The bike in this video is actually a Lexmoto Hunter, and that's a 50cc. The bike in the front is a Fosty F50. So the Hunter comes in restricted and the Fosty doesn't. That is why Dave is all the way up there. The other thing to consider when riding in these sort of conditions is how you use your brakes. Now on a 125cc motorbike, the legal requirement is now that the brakes have to be combined, which means that when you put pressure on your back brake, 25% goes to the front, and that just stops you from sliding your bike as easily, locking that back wheel up without the front one, because otherwise you'll end up sliding the back end out. And if you're not if you haven't been riding for a long time and your instant reaction is to grab at that front brake, you will probably come off. I'm not trying to scare you though. If you're wearing the correct safety equipment, it shouldn't really hurt that much. You might get a bruise or so, but everybody comes off, as I say. One thing I will note though is if you do come off and you bang your head, 90% chance that you will bang your head if you fall off your bike. You will have to replace your helmet, because once they've been knocked once you can't use them again. As you can see in the video, that white van just come past you. I'm used to them coming past all the time, and it doesn't really affect me much, but if you're a brand new rider you will be it will shake you up a little bit the first couple of times of having it. Now when you're 16 you're only allowed to have a restricted bike at 32 miles an hour, depending on the region that the bike came from originally. Both of these bikes, the Fosty and the Lexmoto Hunter, are legal for the UK. One came from one part of China, the other one came from the other, and they are both Euro 4 certified. So the speed is limited by the region rather than the UK law. It's a bit iffy. I will say though, a 45 mile an hour bike is a lot safer than a 30 mile an hour bike. Reason being is majority of the speed limits in inner city are under 50 miles an hour, and this just means that if you're going 45 miles an hour you can keep up with the traffic and they don't have to overtake you, whereas at 30 you will have a lot of people overtaking you regardless of where your position is in the road, and usually regardless of whether there's other people around. As you can see, the other white van in the video didn't have his indicators on. Now this is something that you're going to have to get to grips with, because 50% of people don't use their indicators correctly. This is where you learn after a little while. You can see in people's faces which way they actually go, and you'll be able to pick up which way they're going by where they are on the road. So when you're riding, you want to be riding in about the left hand track of the car in front. So as you can see on the road here, you can see two little divots of where everybody drives their car, and then the centre is where obviously people's centres are. The thing is in the centre, if somebody's going to drop like little dabs of oil and stuff, it usually... So if you stay to the left in, say, the other track of the car, it's a lot safer. And you don't want people pushing you onto the drains. You don't want to be bumping up and down all the time on the drains. You have as much right of way as anybody else, so just take that into consideration. You've got to remember as well that you are a small vehicle, and people will treat you as if you're a small vehicle, and they will try and push you over and beep at you and stuff like that. You've just got to ignore them and get on with how you want to ride. On this junction on the right here, you'll see that there's nobody there at the minute, but that's something that you've always got to keep an eye out for, because quite a lot of the time they won't actually see you and they're not actually looking for you. So that's another thing to consider. But I don't want to be all down and out about riding. There's quite a lot of things that you have to take into consideration when riding, and you can't always trust that everybody else has your best interest at heart, and you can't always guarantee that they're going to use their vehicle correctly, even though they expect you to use yours correctly. So things to watch out for is people not using their indicators, people speeding, people cutting you up in front, and people giving you the finger probably. Quite a lot of people don't like the fact that you can go in and out of traffic, which is legal, but that's what that's the way things are. So if you've liked my video and you think it's helped you, please comment below. Please comment below as well if you've got anything to say. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell just so that you can stay updated to all my latest content. But most importantly, ride safe.